Chairman Brown, thank you, Ranking Member Scott, and other members of the committee. I appreciate the opportunity to present the Federal Reserve's semi-annual monetary policy report. We at the Fed remain squarely focused on our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. My colleagues and I understand the hardship that high inflation is causing, and we remain strongly committed to bringing inflation back down to our 2% goal. Price stability is the responsibility of the Federal Reserve, and without it, the economy does not work for anyone. In particular, without price stability, we will not achieve a sustained period of strong labor market conditions that benefit all. I'll review the current economic situation and then turn to monetary policy. The U.S. economy slowed significantly last year, and recent indicators suggest that economic activity has continued to expand at a modest pace. Although growth in consumer spending has picked up this year, activity in the housing sector remains weak, largely reflecting higher mortgage rates. Higher interest rates and slower output growth also appear to be weighing on business fixed investment. The labor market remains very tight. Over the first 5 months of the year, job gains averaged a robust 314,000 jobs per month. The unemployment rate moved up, but it remained low in May at 3.7%. There are some signs that supply and demand in the labor market are coming into better balance. The labor force participation rate has moved up in recent months, especially for individuals aged 25 to 54. Nominal wage growth has shown some signs of easing, and job vacancies have declined so far this year. While the jobs to workers gap has narrowed, labor demand still substantially exceeds the supply of available workers. Inflation remains well above our longer-run goal of 2%. Over the 12 months ending in April, total personal consumption, or PCE, prices rose 4.4%, excluding the volatile food and energy categories. Core PCE prices rose 4.7%. In May, the 12-month change in the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, came in at 4.0%, and the change in the core CPI was 5.3%. Inflation has moderated somewhat since the middle of last year. Nonetheless, inflation pressures continue to run high, and the process of getting inflation back down to 2% has a long way to go. Despite elevated inflation, longer-term inflation expectations appear to remain well anchored, as reflected in a broad range of surveys of households, businesses, and forecasters, as well as measures from financial markets. With inflation remaining well above our longer-run goal of 2% and with labor market conditions remaining tight, the FOMC has significantly tightened the stance of monetary policy. We have raised our policy interest rate by 5 percentage points since early last year, and we've continued to reduce our security holdings at a brisk pace. We've been seeing the effects of our policy tightening on demand in the most interest rate sensitive sectors of the economy. It will take time, however, for the full effects of monetary restraint to be realized.
Good afternoon, friends. A big day is coming up for many people that reside in several states. There are lawmakers considering new bonus rebate checks for all low-income Americans, including seniors and children. But friends, one of the big questions is who would qualify for this relief, and how soon will it be sent out? So please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My friends, if you'd like to enter these weekly giveaways, simply click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Last year, over 50 million Americans received a tax refund or stimulus check from their state government. State lawmakers across the country agreed to help Americans fight inflation, rising energy prices, and other hardships. California, Colorado, Idaho, New Jersey, and South Carolina have sent out bonus rebate checks to all of their residents. But what if your state sent out a relief payment and you did not receive it? Well, friends, it is possible that you did not qualify, or the state may not have your current address or banking information. According to state officials, you may need to update your address or banking details in order to receive your rebate check. Governor Brian Kemp and the Georgia Department of Revenue recently announced that the first round of surplus tax refund checks have been issued to Georgia filers. These refunds are a result of House Bill 162, which was passed by the General Assembly and signed into law by Governor Kemp. This legislation allows for an additional refund of income taxes from 2021 due to the state's revenue surplus. Just as with last year's House Bill 1302, filers must have paid and filed taxes for the prior 2 tax years to be eligible for the refund. Single filers and married individuals who file separately could receive a maximum refund of $250. Head of household filers may receive a maximum refund of $375. Married individuals who file joint returns could also receive a maximum refund of $500. The refund amount will be based on an individual's tax liability for tax year 2021. Also, taxpayers claimed as a dependent who had a 2021 tax liability will be eligible for the refund. Due to the number of taxpayers eligible for this refund, it will take several weeks for all eligible refunds to be processed. The department anticipates all refunds for those who filed by the April 18th deadline to be issued within the next 12 weeks. Alabama lawmakers also gave final approval to a tax rebate for taxpayers, passing a bill that will provide $150 for individuals and then $300 for couples who file joint returns. The rebate will be a direct deposit into the bank account that taxpayers included on their state income tax return last year. But if the Department of Revenue does not have your bank account information, it will mail a check for the rebate. This Wednesday afternoon, President Biden will make his case for Bidenomics. It is a key piece of President Biden's argument is that his policies fueled an economic recovery that outperformed the rest of the world. The White House points to GDP growth and inflation as evidence for that claim. Senior advisors Anita Dunn and Mike Donilon stated in a recent memo this week, the United States has the highest economic growth since the crisis and currently has the lowest level of inflation. This is a direct result of Bidenomics. According to Yahoo News, President Biden is overseeing an economy that is notably outperforming or at least on par with comparable economies around the world on a variety of fronts. Biden has also dodged a recession so far. The senior economist at the Bloomberg Economics added that Biden deserves some credit for the solid labor market and the strong GDP growth. A key statistic that you can expect to hear a lot between now and Election Day 2024 is that 13 million U.S. jobs have been created since Biden took office. But the trends in the U.S. labor market are broadly similar to those around the rest of the globe. The U.S. unemployment rate is hovering at the same level as pre-crisis lows, with other countries also returning to their 2019 levels. The U.S. labor market remains strong, even despite an aggressive campaign of interest rate hikes at the Federal Reserve that has yet to be felt in the unemployment rate. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Wednesday. Thank you, dear friends, for being here and for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My dearest friends, if you'd like to enter the weekly giveaways, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.